Go crazy, yeah, go ballistic. This is straight up Pride 365, we live it. If y'all come visit, y'all finna witness why we number one in the James River District. Hey, one time for that green and gold. Once we get pumped, we can't be controlled. No. We out here rolling, achieving goals. Either you okay with it or leave the road. Hey, get out the way, beat, cause we coming that energy, please keep. Ain't no faking, right, the nation bleeds deep. Yup, like the late great Speedy. Ain't our domination, whoa, no slack motivation, whoa. Till we hit top destination, we going all out to the end of regulation, huh?
Hello, everybody. It's your boy, Darrell Owens, Legacy Maker Sports Network. And, of course, this is a Raider Pride 365 edition of one-on-one here on the Legacy Maker Sports Network. So very excited today because for the first time, we get a chance to sit down with new Amelia Raider head coach, Ziayahn Jackson. Very excited for this one for a lot of reasons. Ziayahn is a homegrown talent who has been through the grind. He's seen everything that we needed to be seen in the green and gold. He's won big games. He's lost some tough ones. He knows what it's all about. He's been a coach on the team. He's also played here. So it's an honor to have him with us today to kind of talk a little bit about the upcoming season. Last year, this Raiders team, went 9-4, tough playoff loss to Pocosa, but they had an opportunity and there was a lot of growth. There's a lot of players that have moved on. And so we're going to get a chance to hear what Coach has to say and what do we have to look forward to in this 2024-2025 Amelia Raider football season. With that said, let's go ahead and get this party started. It's one-on-one on the Legacy Maker Sports Network right now.
One. Welcome to the one-on-one. When it comes to ratings, man, we number one. I get the truth, then I give them the scoop. If anybody got a question, I give them the proof. Welcome to the one-on-one. When it comes to ratings, man, we number one. I get the truth, then I give them the scoop. If anybody got a question, I give them the proof. Welcome to one-on-one at Legacy Maker Sports Network.
All right, all the introduction is over. And with me today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very excited to have here with me today the new head coach of the Amelia Raiders, Coach Ziayahn Jackson. Coach Jackson, Coach Z, let's call it what everybody else is going to call him. Coach Z, first of all, brother, it is an absolute honor. I'm extremely proud of this moment because as a Amelia Raider alumni, it's good to have somebody here that grew up in the town, knows what it's all about to wear the green and gold, knows how important Raider football is to us. Just very excited to have you. Coach, how's everything going so far, man?
Man, it's going great. Everything's just a learning experience. Like I said, it's my first year and just taking one thing at a time, man. Understanding my guys, understanding my coaches, and just understanding the system and how everything work out here in Amelia County, man. I know I've been around for quite some time, but it's my first time in the head coach spot. So slowly but surely, I'm getting the ropes of everything, man.
Hey, well, look, it's well deserved. Like now, I'm gonna just throw this out there for those who don't know, and I can say this. I've seen a lot of Raider football in the last 25 years, and I don't want any of my other Raider fans to be like, "Come on, Darrell, what about me?" Look, I've seen a lot of Raider football, and if not the best, he is obviously one of the best receivers to ever do it here and to put on the cleats at Amelia County High School. And it was an honor, man. Like those years, man, it was just like, JB throw it up. ZJ was coming down with it. So it was always an honor to watch you play on the field, man. I've always been proud of the man that you've become. And now I feel like Amelia has the right man to help grow the young men that we have coming through the county for years to come.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
So let's talk a little bit first. I know we know you, but I want you to kind of introduce your staff a little bit. Give us a rundown. Who's on the staff, on your coaching staff? Who's going to be running what, who's taking care of what, and just kind of get a chance to know who your staff is heading into this 24-25 season.
Yeah, man. First things first. When I first got the job, I was like, man, I want guys like me. I don't throw no shade towards anybody, but I want a homegrown guys. When I picked my staff, I said, hey, they got to be born and raised here. They got to went to school here. They got to have mama, auntie here. Somebody got to be in the May County for you to be on my staff. And I started off with my guys that kind of coached me. Trayvon Garland, everybody call him Coach G. We know Coach G, he had a great high school career as well. He played on, in my opinion, the second best ever team in May County, mine being the first. Hey, he played DB back in his day. And he's coached the DBs every year. He's coached on the staff, so it's easy just to get him back and do that again. He's going to do some special teams as well. Another assistant coach of mine, Rayshawn Butler. Coach Butler was on some great teams, under some great head coaches. He played defensive line majority of his career, man. He just understands defense as a whole. I give him a lot of credit just because usually defensive guys, they try to just stick to their one position and not coach. We call him Coach Butler, Coach Ray. He just jumped with it the second he kind of got under my former head coach, and he just started taking over the whole defense. So I was like, yeah, you're going to do D-line, but you definitely going to be my defensive coordinator. So that was easy, man. That was just easy. Another guy of mine, he coached me as well on my back end of my last few years in high school, Coach Philip Amos. Philip Amos is another guy who's just been around for quite some time. He's a former Marine. Well, in his mind, always Marine. That's what he always stand on. He's helped out with quarterbacks. He played for our rival Nottoway back in the day. Got him there, played quarterback, doing this thing. Not to get too much into it. I don't like him, but he's a great guy for us, man. Coach Amos also helps out, but like with training stuff, taping guys up, anything that Coach Amos can get his hands on and help us with, he's going to jump on it. But he's also going to help out with the quarterbacks this year for us as well. I also have Coach Douglas Sherwood, just another guy. Hey, you hear the name Sherwood, Doug? Oh, yeah, we know him. He's been around me kind of quite some time. I actually started to grow and learn Doug well into last year. He's my right hand man, honestly. I call him my complaint coach. Hey, when something going on, hey, I get it off to Coach Doug. He helped me out. He even coached baseball with me last year, man, and helped me understand that game a little bit. And he's just a great guy, man. Honestly, like I said, he's probably one of the guys that I never thought I'd grow with. But the second we really met each other and started talking, it just clicked instantly. So had to get him on my staff as well. He'll be doing O-line, D-line, helping out wherever he can as well. And he'll be helping Coach G with special teams. And Coach Thomas Squire, another guy, like you said, that last name Squire. Everybody knows Squire. So he came up and started coaching. I want to say it was 2 years ago, helping out as an assistant and doing this thing with JV. I just always like his drive. He's if you know Coach Thomas Squire, he's a laid back guy, but when he talk, you should listen to him. He's not always that guy that's gonna be rah-rah, say too much, but when he talk, listen to what he's saying because it's some meaning behind it. He's gonna help out with the linebackers, and also help out with the running backs back and forth. Like I said, he's just another guy wherever he helps out a lot during game days. He goes up top, scout the defense, scout the offense, tell him what's going on through the mic. Just my biggest thing was I want guys that's not just one-dimensional. We're gonna treat our guys to be able to play multiple positions. I want to have coaches that can do multiple things as well. And lastly, I do have a volunteer head coach. This is my first year ever meeting him. Billy Kingery. He's married to he's married to Nurse Betty Kingery at the elementary school, and they have a son playing on my team this year. He's a freshman. Like I said, I never met him. I didn't know too much about him. But the second he came around, I think literally the second day he was here, I went back to work at the elementary school and I looked at Nurse Biddy and I said, I like him. I like him a lot. He's just a guy, man, that just comes around, just helps out. Like I said, he's quiet. We've seen him open up a little bit. I just can't wait to see how he reacts on the sideline because, like I said, he's just a quiet guy.
Oh, it's going to be.
Yeah, I'm former military background as well, man. I just can't wait to see him get excited and help out. He helps out just about anywhere we need him to, man. He knows the game. He's played football. He actually played with Coach Doug. They were on a couple high school teams together, so some background with that. So, like I said, man, my guys all around just straight in Meade County, man. That was my goal.
I love it.
I
love it. If anybody, look, and like I said, I'm not trying to throw shade at any other coaches. Let me go ahead and make this a disclaimer right now because I don't want nobody to be like, yo, Darrell, why you doing that? Why you not talking bad about anybody? I've always been about green and gold. Y'all know me when it comes to that. This brings like joy to my heart to see an all Amelia Raider staff, people who bled and beat up for the green and gold. Now I know Coach Amos will let him slide that he played for the Cougars, but he has, you know how you show your loyalty. He's like, he has shown his loyalty over the years.
Yes,
so we're gonna give him a pass. That's my guy though. Coach Trey, I've known him for years, coached him in Little League basketball, and I know the man that he is, and he was like you said, great cornerback in his day. And
yes,
I got a chance to call those 2012 games, and it was some good times. Now when you get a chance, he ain't gonna like this, but he might like it because I call him this. But Rayshawn, he is fam, and I always call him Pun. I've been calling him Pun since he was like this big, because like big, he always had the big dude look like a little big Pun a little bit, so we used to call him Pun. So when you see him next time, you're like, oh, what's up, Pun? He might look at you a little weird. But you was like, oh, yeah, Darrell told me to do that. Darrell told me to do that. So, yeah, very excited, man. I can't wait to see what the staff and you boys can do. Let's kind of get into some tax here. So last year, obviously a really good team. You lose some very valuable pieces in Justin Perry, the Spurlocks, your Anthony Harris's, and shout out to them. Good luck in their future endeavors. I know a couple of them are making that leap at the next level. Let me not forget Jaden Squire, who's out there doing this thing in Waynesboro. So congratulations to all the guys. If I'm missing somebody, y'all beat me up later, but I love you. With that being said, how do you replace some of the stars from last season? I know that's a little bit tough, but how do you kind of replace those stars and get the team kind of ready to try to keep things rolling and keep things winning this season?
If I'm being completely honest with you, man, you don't replace guys like that. Hands down. If I sat here and just said, oh yeah, we're just gonna just go move on and go, no. I'm not a guy that just sits here and try to sugarcoat anything. You don't replace guys like that. But what you do is preach the mentality of next man up. It's a lot of guys on our football team going into this year who have been under those great players all their lives. Those players are gone now. It's time for you guys to step up, take the throne, and show, hey, I'm next up. Our mentality is, hey, we know you haven't had that shine, that stardom, that opportunity like them, but guess what? It's right here. Take it by the horns. Take it by the horns. Go at it, and show us what you got. We got our scrimmage tomorrow. We got a lot of guys who have never had that opportunity to do because they've been under those great players. Well, let's get it started. We're right here. So, hey, just preaching that mentality, next man up. You guys all you got, hey, and we all we need. Simple as that, man.
Love it. I love it. Now, Coach, you've had a chance, over the time to kind of get a feel for, who you have and, what players that you what you have. But are there any players right now that or position group, I should say, that you're kind of excited about seeing, like a position group that's kind of doing their thing and you'd be like, man, I can't wait to see them on the field. Is there anybody, any group in particular that you're excited about so far?
I tell you what, man, if you ask me this question every time for the past 3 years, I would have said my receivers. 100% my receivers. They my guys. They the best on the field.
Yeah.
Simple as that, man. That's just that assistant coach mentality. As I've opened up more as a head coach and seen more, I am 1,000% excited to see what our O-line is coming with this year, man. We were just talking about it today at practice, man. We've always had good-sized guys, but with our system, with our coaching staff, and just the group of guys that we got on the front five, man, including our tight ends, man, it just seems like there's no reason why they should be looking at like our O-line for MVP or District Player of the Year. I want my guard to be District Player of the Year, literally, because our guys are just It's special. I don't want to talk about it too much.
Yeah.
Because I don't want people to hold me to it.
You don't
Say,
want
you
people to
said
get
this.
mad. It's like, wait
Yeah,
a minute
right,
now, coach. You said
right,
that
right,
line supposed to be. Look, y'all. Yeah,
right,
don't y'all come
right,
at the
man.
coach. You know,
Look,
coach is growing and developing here. I don't want y'all to be out here
look,
trying to get
man.
after my guy.
We got our first scrimmage tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bite my tongue. We got our first scrimmage
You got-
tomorrow. My O line good. O line so fine, man. I'm excited for that front five on the offensive side and defensive side, man. I think all big boys are actually gonna have a time to get after people, man, and just preaching that mentality that hey, I don't need a pancake every time. Just get my guy a hole. I don't need no
Right.
crazy big hit, no sack. Just get there, make a nice form tackle for a loss. I'm taking it, man. I think our big guys this year have a great opportunity in front of them that they're gonna jump on, man. That's what I'm excited for.
I like it. I like it. I like it a
Yes,
lot.
sir.
I can't wait to see that. Now, and I know I'm doing but targeting some players. I know you got. Is there any player that you say, hey, look, man, you know, players that we should be on the radar this season? People that you know, and I know obviously as a whole team, but there's some players that maybe you say, okay, this guy right here, if he does this, can be this. You know, are there any players like that you're excited to kind of see what they do on the field this season?
Look, man. One guy that just comes to mind immediately. It broke my heart last year that he didn't have his sophomore season. Sterling Smith, our quarterback.
Oh
He
yeah.
went down. He went down in our first scrimmage last year, man. And I was just like, dang, I want him to have that film. I wanted him there last year with that team, man. Because man, we could have went further. I feel like, dang, we could have
Right.
did a lot more, man. Sterling, if you know him, he's a goofy guy. He likes to have fun.
Right.
The second he straps with that helmet and he's back there behind the center, man, he's just ready to go. I mean, I remember seeing him as a freshman. That first scrimmage, I was just like, Coach, put him in. Coach, let him throw. Coach, if we got 2 drives,
Let
let
him
him
go.
throw. First play, man, he just threw like a 40-yard bomb the left side down the field to Anthony Harris on the go ball, man. I was just like, see, I told you, put him in, man. That's him. That's him. I'm just excited because Sterling is actually taking a captain leadership role this year, man.
Right.
He stopped. I mean, he's still goofy. He's still gonna be himself, man. But overall, he's barking more. He's conducting. He's not just worried about the routes. He's worried about the O-line doing this. He's actually conducting and taking over this team like I want him to, man. I get it. I'm biased. I'm a head coach. I love my quarterback. But just seeing him take that leap of maturity on and off the field, it's scary. And
Yeah.
shoot, man, me seeing him in baseball season, he got fast. I was like, oh yeah, we about to do something now. So seeing that, man, that's 100% Sterling, man. That's right off the bat, man. Marquand Royal, man, he has been barking all summer.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what he got in his tap water at home, but he just been barking all summer, talking about give me the rock. I'm ready. I mean, we put the pads on yesterday, man. We did some hitting. He was barking. You probably would have heard him from the middle school, bus stop, wherever, man. Kids, it's electric. I mean, that royal blood different over there, man. They've been barking all their life, and he's just electric. He might not be the biggest guy on the field, but you gonna hear him. He's gonna be the loudest every time, every opportunity he get. Those two guys like that, man, I could go on and on, but just those two guys right off the bat on both sides, Sterling on the offensive side and Marquand on both sides of the ball, man. I see him making a whole lot of noise for us. If we keep that energy and that mentality and let that bleed through the other guys on the team, I'm be looking real good. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, it's funny, you know, and shout out to my guy Larry Patterson. I know you had an interview with my guy Larry Patterson for the Game Time Sports Network, and shout out to him for giving us the clips for practice. You know, I know he had interviewed Marquand, and Marquand was like James River District Player of the Year, like, and that's his goal.
Yeah,
he set the bar high, and I can't be mad at him. You know, if you know who his brother is. If you know who his dad, if you know who his father is, you already know what it's all. You already know what it's all about. So, you know, like I said, and that's why it makes me excited about the season. I can't wait. I cannot wait for September the 6th. Now, you people say that you like, you know, I know next week for sure, but home game for me, September the 6th. Very excited about it because, yes, you know, the Packers do play that night. Y'all know me. You know, the Packers do play that night, but before the main show happens at 7:00. You know, when the boys hit the field to take on Franklin. So I'm pumped up about that.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
Coach, now this next question, the reason why I asked this is because, look, there's been a lot of movement at that head coaching position since I've been in school. Like the last time that we've had maybe some stability at the head coaching position probably was when Coach Greenhow was there. It's been a while. We've had, Coach Gross had a couple of good years in there. Coach Johnson has been there. We've had, he's had 2 years there. We've had Coach Keeler. Like we've had a lot. We've had a lot of coaches there. And one of the biggest things that a lot of fans is like, we can't keep head coaches around here. Do you have a message for the Raiders Nation out there to kind of put them at ease this time around with Coach Z being at the helm?
I'm being honest with you, man. I didn't take this job to be a one and done. I didn't take this job to be a two and done. I told them straight up at the school board when I was doing my interview, ain't nobody gonna walk through this door better than me. 2 reasons why. One, I've been here and I know the kids, first of all. 2,
right.
I'm 23 and I ain't leaving no time soon. I mean, it's just that simple, man. I ain't got no plans to leave, man. Look, like you said, I done played here. I done grew up here. I done seen it all. I done played big games. I done lost some tough games. I done coached some good games. I done coached some great kids, man. I've been wanting to do this since my first year volunteering, man. When I got the call asking to volunteer head coach, right away I was like, man, I'm scared of kids. I ain't going out there. Honestly,
and now you work for the school.
You see what I'm saying, man? You see how things just changed, man. Like the first day I came out here on that practice field, and I was like, I'm supposed to be here, man. And for some reason, God blessed me with this opportunity to be here, and I just jumped on it, man. And ever since then, I was like, I'm gonna be the head coach one day. I would sit there at home, talk to my grandpa about it. I kept telling him I'm gonna be the head coach one day. I'm gonna be the head coach one day. That just became my goal, and I just strive for it. And me being me, when I say I'm gonna do something, I do it, man. And it's just that simple. I'm not about to sit right here and work hard and strive and do all this and just leave. I was literally just talking to the athletic director. I'm here trying to build a program. I get it. I'm persistent. I'm proactive right there, a little too proactive sometimes. I got to do the paperwork. I got to do things first. I get it. I know, man. But, hey, I'm trying to build a program right now. In these past 5, 6, 7 years, man, we've had a football team. I want a football program. I'm building a program. I'm starting from the bottom up. It's going to take time. I want everybody to just trust me, trust my staff, and trust the guys on our team. Because we're going to be just fine. But Coach Z ain't going nowhere, man. I want this name to run through these streets for quite some time, man.
I love it. That's probably the biggest thing for me. And I'm not ashamed to say it. I've said it to multiple people. I've always wanted a homegrown talent to kind of come and take this ship. And like I said, I want people to understand this is not a slam at anybody else. We've had some great coaches that come through here and do some really good things and helped out this program through the 12, over the last 20 years, a lot of good things. And I just need people to understand there's nothing bad coming out of this. But for me personally, it's always been one of those things like, you want that person that wore that green and gold to kind of be here and help run the ship, because nobody, in my opinion, is going to show the passion that somebody who played and bled, sweat, all the tears, for this school, that graduated from this school, that just family, friends. I know that people say, oh, sometimes that can be a little bit much, but no, I feel like you get that type of person in here and you're ready to run with it. And so for me, that's why I was very excited when I heard that Coach Z was taking over. I was like, yeah, we in there. Now, Coach, what's the biggest thing? What's the biggest thing that people should know about Coach Z? Like, I mean, people may know you as one of the greatest receivers in Amelia history, if not the greatest. But what's the biggest thing that people should know about Coach Z?
I can't get football out of my head, man. if I'm being completely honest with you, I know this for a fact. Y'all have never had a head coach as addicted to football as me, man. It's to the point where I had dreams about it every night. Some nights I stay up writing plays, just doodling, trying to draw stuff up just to see how I can go against it, how I can attack against it. I'm a big strategist when it comes to this game, man. I just love football, man. I never thought that I would go this route with football. But once I jumped into it, I mean, year by year, I just grew. I don't know how to explain it. If I try to sit down and talk to anybody, they probably think I'm crazy. They probably think you need a therapist. You need to stop thinking about this stuff like this. But everything I do, is structured around the game of football to the point where I'm literally walking through the schools and I'm cutting corners like I'm running the out route, man. I mean, it's just in the DNA, man. Everything I do is based and structured around football, man. I mean, if you want something off topic, off football, I like to go fishing. Hey, I'm from Mid County, man. When that weather warm, when I got time, hey, I'm gonna throw that rod out there and I'm gonna catch me a bass, man.
I done seen on the book. I done seen something like, man, and here's the bad thing. Like, I love to fish, but I don't think I'm great at it. And I was catching like baby janks. I'm out there. I'm hyped. I'm like, look at me. I done caught 11 of them. They this big. I watch you. You out there catching trout and bass. These suckers like this big. I'm like, I'm not on that level. So that means that I'm gonna have to come with you to go. I'm gonna have to come to you one time, and we're gonna have to go fishing together. So that way I can learn the tips, because I'm terrible. Or I'm just not going to the right places to fish, man. I'm not where I need to be at.
Hey, I got a couple honey holes, man. We keep it to each other. I got you.
All right, cool. That's a game plan. Look, Coach, we appreciate your time. We know that you got a lot going on. You got your, getting ready for some scrimmages and the season opener. But before we go, is there a message that you would like to, give to the fan base, to the Raider Nation, to everybody who cares about their Raider Pride 365? Is there a type of message that you want to leave to the Raider faithful?
Yeah, man. I just want to let everybody know, man, like people who watching this, people who showing up to games, people who watching it on your live stream, whatever it is, man, come out and support their football program, man. These past couple of years, I know things have been up and down. We've always had a steady record. We've always had success on the field. But I'm at the point now where I want to have success on and off the field. We have players on our football team, a part of this program, that love the support from the community, man. I get it. Some people busy Friday nights. I get it. Can't make all the fundraisers. I get it. Sometimes you can't just be around. But when you can, man, take advantage of the opportunity. You see my players around in town, anywhere. Say what's up to them, talk to them, greet them. You see them doing good things in the school and the community with fundraising, whatever it is. Let my guys know that we have y'all full support. I get it. We can't fill the stands up every Friday night, but when you can, come show support to your county, man. This football team is special. This county is special. I just want as many people a part of this journey as possible, man.
I love it. And don't worry, if you're stuck at work, that's what your boy is here for. I got you. If you're stuck at work, and that should be the only excuse. If you're stuck at work or you out of town, that should be your only excuse. I know you're like, Darrell, you taking away views. I don't care about that. I want people to pack the stands. That's the first thing first. So if you're available, you can drop that $5 or $6. I think it might be $7 now. I'm going to talk to Coach about that later.
It's $7. It's $7.
It's $7. Drop that $7. Yeah, drop that $7. It's going to a good place. And the boys need your support, so make sure you go out there and do that. Like, I'm the backup plan. That's what I'm the backup plan. I'm out of you 3 or 4 hours away and can't get here. That's my job. But come up there and support your Amelia Raiders. Once again, Coach Z, I appreciate you, brother. Thanks for coming on and joining us for this special episode to kind of do, just kind of get a feel for the season. Now, Coach, I might have to bring you back in here as the season go along to talk for just a couple minutes to have maybe an update on how the season is going.
Hey, man, that sounds good. Whenever you need me, man, just let me know. Like I said, I'm just trying to put our name, our brand, our program out there one step at a time, man. So whatever you need something, let me know. I got you.
That's my man. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Coach Ziayahn Jackson, first-year head coach of the Amelia Raiders. I'm Darrell Owens, Legacy Maker Sports Network. Make sure y'all check us out on the Legacy Maker Sports Network. But also, when football season come around, make sure you check out our Raider Pride 365 broadcast when you're not at the game. And make sure you check out the broadcast. You can always come back and watch the replay. And that way we can check out our Raiders and support our Raiders in any way we can. I'm Darrell Owens, Coach Ziayahn Jackson. Until next time.
One, 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 one. Welcome to the one-on-one. When it comes to ratings, man, we number one. I get the truth, then I give them the scoop. If anybody got a question, I give them the proof.